And I have to be honest, I had a blast playing this deck in the arena today. In total, I went 6-1 with this version of the deck. Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today in the arena, we are putting our money where our mouth is. Last week, I did a Ketramose build that went 6-1, and I was really excited about it, and I was telling you how powerful it is and how smooth it felt. And I had this idea for a series. What if every time a deck did really well for us in the ladder, like it went 6-0, 6-1, something like that, instead of just leaving it and moving on to the next thing, we actually did more rigorous testing and put it back into the arena to see if it really is that powerful or whether we just got lucky. So that's the idea for the series. It's kind of like busted. Is it really that powerful or is it dusted? Did we just get lucky? You know, maybe opponent didn't draw well, we drew well, opponent got mana screwed, we didn't, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the idea and I hope you enjoy it. Now, how do you know that I'm actually telling you the truth? I mean, I hope that I come across as pretty honest and well-intentioned in these videos, but at the same time, we all know that you shouldn't trust strangers on the internet, right? So what I've done is, you know, my untapped profile is actually public. It's in the video description, and there you can see that everything that I'm telling you is the truth. You'll be able to see that the first version of the deck, I went 6-1, and then there's a second version, and in that version, you know, whatever happens today will be the outcome. I have no control over what untap does, so that's how you know that, you know, this is clean, and you know, I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm not that kind of necro. Okay, so this deck is exactly the same as the one we did last week, except I've made one small change. I've included Overlord of the Balemurk. I'm very curious about this card, and to make room for it, I've cut one Ketramose, because my thinking is we can use the Overlord to dig for stuff, and we can find more Ketramoses with it. And Ketramose is anyway kind of, you only really need one of, it's legendary and it's hard to interact with. So my hope is that we use the Overlord to find more Ketramoses, so we don't need 4. And then I've also gone for one less Virtue of Persistence. I felt like this was the only card I was willing to cut and sort of be flexible with. The rest of the deck is exactly the same. So Authority of Consoles, good against aggro. Then we have the bricks for mana fixing, Get Lost, flexible removal. Flanker is very important for this deck. Exile the graveyard for Ketramose, but it can also be used for the ambush. It can also be used to dig for stuff, so very important card. Split Up and Temporary Lockdown are our early game sweepers to stabilize. Deadly Cover Up, also very good with the Balemurk, because the Balemurk puts stuff in our graveyard, and this is kind of like our late game sweeper. And then we have our powerful planeswalkers, and these guys also have an exiling ability that can synergize really well with the Ketramose. And then for the mana base, I've made no changes. It's exactly the same because I didn't actually have mana issues last time, so we're not making any changes there. So that's the idea for the series and the gameplay, and I do hope you enjoy it. And as always, I may be the nostalgic necro, but I'm putting that nostalgia aside because I want to find out if Ketramose is busted or dusted in the arena today. Okay, this reminds me of that Eminem song, you know, you only get one shot, one opportunity. And that is the worst start I could have asked for. Well, we have to mull that. Dominican the Virtuous playing mono red. Well, at least we have Authority of Consoles. That is something. That is something. Slows them down by a turn and gains us life. Slick Shot. 1 life. That's good. I think we have to kill Slick Shot here. We can't afford to not. As much as I would like to hold this for a Screaming Nemesis, I think that killing Slick Shot there is too important. Nemesis, damn. I was worried that they had that. That really sucks. Okay. I think we have to get to Deadly Cover Up quickly. So we play this. Have to hope to draw a land and somehow not die. Opponent gets us down to 20. Can they shut down life gain? That would suck. They can shut down life gain. So that made Authority of Consoles significantly worse. Okay. At least we have Demolition Field. And we have a plains. Does it matter which one we play? Not really. So we'll just go for Demo Field. Get down Ketramose. Man, if we can get to Eternal Wanderer, that could stabilize us pretty nicely. Man, we need more land though. Slick Shot, okay. That's okay. No life gain for us. Another land is so good. Wow. We don't mess around with this, right? We just deadly cover up right now. I wish I could collect evidence, but I cannot. We have to take damage, and this Eternal Wanderer is going to have to do a lot of very good things for us in this game. What is opponent thinking here? Okay. So we can exile stuff with Eternal Wanderer and get the value from Ketramose. So if they only play one creature at a time, we're good. Okay. Opponent does not play anything, so we play Eternal Wanderer here. Opponent thinks. We create a 2/2 double striker. Hope that they don't have 5 damage to deal the Wanderer. If they do, we're still okay, but it definitely would suck. They could have like Lightning Strike and, you know, they certainly could have the burn to kill Eternal Wanderer here. They go for the face. Okay. They go for the face and they could have killed the Eternal Wanderer. Very brave of the opponent. Let's see what their plan is here. Swift Spear comes in tapped. We don't gain life. Verge. We exile the... Sorry, yeah, we exile the Swift Spear. That should power up the Ketramose.
I'll handle this one.
But we don't gain life. We do lose life. Okay. I think we have to Ashiok here and put them under maximum pressure. I mean, the fact that we can't gain life means that this game is not over. -2. We have to try just kill them as quickly as possible, basically. I think that's our only hope here. Shock Face. 2 1/1s. Opponent's gone for the face strategy, so we need to hope that they don't have like 2 lightning strikes, something like that. Oh boy, Screaming Nemesis made this game very tense indeed. Okay, comes in tapped. Bricks. Bricks is nice, but it gains us no life. So we can get these up to 4. We can get 4 and then another 4. We can deal 12 this turn, but no more than 12. Or we can create more 2/2s. Man, I'm almost like sad because Ketramose is kind of doing something I don't want it to do right now, which is like it's losing us life. So we can exile the Swift Spear, take 1 damage here. Or we just let the Swift Spear stay. I think we can exile it, it's okay. We lose life. Another Ashiok. Don't think I want to lose more life here, so I'm just going to create the 2/2s. I mean the 1/1s that become 2/2s.
Leave no mind unspoiled.
Burst lightning for 4. We go to 1. Oh my word. Everything gets +1/+1. Well, we better make sure we don't exile anything. Rex. Let's us search for a... It doesn't exile anything, right? If we exile something, we die. No life gain for us. Oh boy, what a crazy first game. Well, did opponent draw burn? Or a flyer? I'm ready. I'm ready! Hello! Swift Spear. Ah, we beat Mono Red this day. It is glorious. Okay, just make sure we don't exile anything. First game in the bag. Ketramose is proving that it really is busted. Okay, first game starts with a win for Ketramose, proving its worth. Very, very close game there. Man, what's up with us not drawing the mana that we need? Do we keep this? Really, yeah, I think we can keep this hand and hope to draw black. I think it's okay. We can also maybe demo field and take out an opponent's land. Lenoir Elves. Boy, we need this black mana so badly. Or do we just try to keep the board clean? Oh boy, okay, what do we do here? We can either bricks and then they get a turn to kind of do whatever they want. Or we hold up, get lost. I think we'll go for bricks here. We gotta hit land drops, even if it's not the land we want. Okay, opponent plays a tapped land. That is kind of nice. Another Lenoir Elves. They attack us. Another Plains is not good. Okay, well, at least we can use the demo field to take out one of their lands. Do we do it now? No, I guess we have to see if we have a use for this get lost first. What is this? Whenever Ogier deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. You may put a creature card or land card onto the battlefield. When this thing dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. Oh, so it's our land. Okay. So we have to kill this thing. Okay, so we start with getting the black mana, I think. And then we kill it on our turn. I don't think it matters which one of these we take out. Thankfully I put one swamp in this deck because I was like, I'm sure I'm going to need it at some point for this exact reason. I wish I had two now. I would need another one. Okay. So. Oh boy, I didn't think that they might have protection for this. Okay, that sucks. Let's hope they don't. Okay, they don't have protection. That's good. Now, I think we go for the Balemurk and look for value. The other option is to get lost an elf. I don't think we need to do that. Let's get this Balemurk down. Hopefully we can hit something good here. Flanker and Eternal Wanderer. Okay, Eternal Wanderer is good, but we don't have the land for it. but it's very good in the long game. Flanker is an interesting card. I think Eternal Wanderer is better. But we don't have... but we need to scry for stuff. Okay, I'm going to go for the Flanker. Like, we don't even have the ability to do much right now. We need to scry and actually find stuff. I hope I'm right about that. Archdruid's Charm. What does this card do? Set you type for a creature land. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it into your hand. Put it on kind of on target creature. Oh, they bin it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay. Rix. Well, Rix is doing the mana fixing thing in a way. I wish you could let you find a swamp. Okay. So opponent will know that flank is coming, but it's okay. Opponent has 3 lands here. Smuggler's Surprise. Mill 4 cards. You may put 2 creature cards into your hand. Oh boy. Okay, well this Deadly Cover-Up is very important. We have to find black mana though. Oh. I wanted to block. Whoops, that was a mistake. I meant to block there. Fine. Well, we are scrying for land. Boy, oh boy. I think we... Okay, hold on. I think we... Do we keep Ketramose? It's pretty good. It is a draw engine. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it might be good. Okay, I'm going to keep Ketramose, but we might take a while before we can actually play it. Play a tapped land here. Whenever you attack, choose one. Man, opponent is playing very slow here. Get down Ketramose. I think we have to hold up this Get Lost, right? Okay. Smuggler Surprise, full price. They can do massive things now. We have to try and survive somehow. Okay, they play. Hexproof Indestructible. Wow, is that forever? Reaching to a power 4 greater again until end of turn. So we can put this on the upkeep stop and take out one of them now. Opponent entering causes a triggered ability. Do we just kill this now? I think we have to kill this now. I don't know what they're trying to do with this, but it is very problematic. We have to hope they don't have a way to protect her. Okay. Well, if we can get this virtue down, we can start taking stuff out their graveyard. That's pretty cool. 5. We need one more land to do that, right? Okay. Well, that sucks. This has trample, so we block you. Okay, well, we're definitely deadly covering up this turn. And we can actually get the value from Virtue if we just get one more land, right? We can take this Galta and Movrin. Okay. That is actually fine. Oh, clever by the opponent. They prevented us, maybe they did that to prevent us from being able to... Do you think they thought that far ahead? Not sure. Well, we are going to deadly cover up here. We can't collect evidence, can we? If we Virtue, it's only 4 mana left. Okay, so we're collecting evidence. We're not collecting evidence. I would have loved to collect evidence there. Okay, 6/6. Very, very powerful card. Land would be really nice right now. Would allow us to get down this Virtue. Take massive, massive cards from their graveyard. We would have to like survive a turn though. And it's definitely got us on the ropes here. What is this? Activate only if you control 10 or more permanents and only as a sorcery. That is fine. We don't draw land. Oh boy. We can exile their graveyard. We can exile their graveyard if we choose. And then get the Ketramose online. Or we can try to play Virtue of Persistence and try get the... We can also exile our graveyard. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could actually exile our own graveyard. I like that idea. But then we do this, exile our own graveyard, and attack into this thing. Okay, I don't know if this is good or not, but I'm going to try it. Exile target player's graveyard, ours, yes. Because I want their creatures, right? The Ketramose comes online. We attack with Ketramose, attack with the Balemurk, because we can take out this Tyrant with a Virtue if we need to. Opponent does block. We go up. Virtue this thing. I know another one comes, but at least we got rid of half the problem here. Play Demo Field. End the turn. Well, we can get down this Virtue now. Another one. Can we survive long enough here? Man, this game's been pretty crazy, I won't lie. Okay, well, we're definitely blocking, even though it's got trample. Wait, no, let's not block. We don't block, we can attack and Virtue next turn. I guess we'll hold back in case they have... In case they play another creature we can block next turn. Oh, we just had Death Touch, that'll be so good. Okay, we're definitely against the ropes here. Opponent plays another one of these bad boys. Okay. So, I don't think things are going well for us here. We can... This has trample, 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 so we're not going to survive. We can play Virtue, but it's too slow. We can craft this? How can we craft this? Oh, that's not going to help us though. Okay, I think we have to try and find the sweeper. Oh, but we only have 2 black mana somehow this whole game. So if we find the sweeper, I think we have to try do that, right? There's nothing else we can do. I don't see any other way out of this. And then we'll figure out the rest. I mean, I think if we don't find a sweeper, there's nothing we can do. So we give this... Well, hold on. Let's do this. Wait. Let's attack and see if we can maybe hold this back as a blocker. Okay, let's see if opponent blocks. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, they don't block. Thought maybe we could take out one of their creatures. Oh, whoops, and now I've already tapped this. Oh, damn, I forgot to untap it. Okay, well, I just messed that up, but I think we were dead anyways. Let's just see, had we drawn a... Oh, how come we don't get something? How come we didn't draw with this effect? Went into exile. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile... Oh, from graveyard. I didn't know that. Okay, good game. Okay, I made a couple of small mistakes there, but I actually think that had we just had one little turn there to get our virtue online, we could have maybe won that game. Okay, last game against the mono green deck was, oh well, Selesnya, right? It was a very interesting game, and I think in another day we have a decent matchup against them if we drew more sweepers. We didn't really draw the split up or stuff like that, so yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We go first. I think we keep this hand. Got into action, got the flanker to dig for stuff. Deadly cover up. Let's see who we are up against. Opponent is thinking about which land to play. It is a difficult choice. Okay. I do not like seeing that. I think we just virtue that right now. I think we have to slow them down. Deadly cover-up's gonna have to do a lot of work. Like, we need to take out, use this ideally when they've stripped most of their hand of like all their creatures and stuff like that. Okay. I think we're going for flanker to dig and possibly block. It's kind of my thinking. Hope that they don't pump this up. Whenever one or more... What does this do? Whenever one or more other rabbits, birds, and mice you control enter scry 1. Okay. And I'm getting a lot of scries here. They keep. Does opponent attack? They do attack. They don't think about the flanker doing flanker things. Gain 2 life and scry. Oh, I'll take both of these. Thank you very much. What do we want first? Split up? Yeah, we'll take split up first. Yeah, we don't say no to sweepers against rabbits. Okay, well, we block here. Get down. Oh, there's no point playing the surveil land, right? Because we know we want to keep what's on top. Or do we just get it down anyways? We got 5 lands anyways for the deadly cover-up. It's okay. Okay, split up. And let's make sure we pick the right one. Untapped. Destroy all untapped creatures, right? Right. Boy, I'm always so scared of like picking the wrong one there. Okay. Opponent plays another rabbit. Do we take one turn here? What does this do? Let's take one turn off here too. I'm not saying no to sweepers, man. I'll take all the sweepers I can. Gotta sweep up these rabbits. Sweep them up! Yeah, do patchwork, patchwork. Bring down all your stuff, please, please, please. Yeah, hop to it, that's great. Okay. Well, we deadly cover up, collect evidence, I suppose. Kill their stuff. What is their best card here? This thing gives them like multiple value, so our spot removal becomes pretty bad. Let's take this. I mean, we have lots of sweepers, but in theory, I think that card is very problematic. Because our spot removal is kind of bad against it. Okay. So we need one more land. One more land, and then we can get down Virtue. Up to it. Land. It comes in tapped though. We have so much life. Okay, what does this do? Whenever you attack, choose one. Create a 1/1 rabbit creature that's tapped and attacking. Attacking creatures get 1/1 until end of turn. No thanks. So next time we do everything in our power to get down Virtue. Even if they put a lot of pressure on us, because we really need to start gaining the advantage and become... We want to become the Rabbits deck ourselves. Okay, so we're just going for Virtue here. Cool. And then we can deadly cover up and start taking all this stuff. I think they're in a very tough spot here. Cool. 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 Is there anything that gets us instant value since we're anyways going to be deadly covering up here? I think it gives us instant value, so I don't think it really matters. Just take this. Land. Deadly cover up again. Do we exile something? I don't know if we need to exile, because actually we want all this stuff. We'll exile. Okay, I want this guy. Very powerful. I want that. This is very good for them. I think we'll take out anything that sort of synergizes really well with their deck. Up to it. We can leave this in the graveyard. Okay. Opponent gains 1. Opt to it. Okay, we're definitely taking this Warden. Warden War Leader. Land. Play it. Get this thing up and running. And then whenever we attack, we can do something. What can we do with this thing? Create a 1/1 Ravage that's tapped and attacking? Sure, why not? Opponent takes the damage. Cool. We are all in top deck mode here, but we have Virtue, so it's going to be tough for them to get around this. Very tough situation for opponent. They get another one. Man, we're lucky they didn't have the... Lucky they didn't have the ability to offspring that. That would have been a huge, huge problem for us. Tell you what, man. The fact that this game was so tough, even though we had like 4 sweepers, shows you that this deck is really, really powerful, huh? Another land. We will take another of these 4/4s if you don't mind. Oh, whoops, I forgot to power up this thing. Okay, that was a mistake. I hope it doesn't come back to bite us, but I don't think it will. I think we're okay. Play flanker. We will scry 2. Don't need bricks, don't need demo field. Good cards, but not the good cards for this specific moment. Take... I don't think it matters. We'll take this thing since it makes rabbits bigger. Land. Good game. Okay, win against rabbits, and it's a very tough matchup, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, in the last game we got a win against rabbits, and I have to say, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, but this deck feels like it's got legs. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes you're playing with a deck and you feel like it's just able to find answers to problems, you know what I mean? And I do get this feeling with this deck, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see how it goes though. Maybe I'll lose every game from here on out. Okay. Don't love seeing aggro. Guess we start with a tapped land. No reason not to, right? Lockdown. Yes, please. I want lockdown. I want lockdown and another lockdown and another lockdown, please. They could play Floodmaw, which is obviously not ideal. Opt. I think we're just going to virtue this thing though. Like, lockdown's good, but they can bounce it, so... I think we're just going to virtue of persistence this thing. Slick shot show off. Opt. I think we are going to have to lock down just for the slick shot, or do we go one more turn? I think we lock down this thing, right? As much as I hate locking down just for one creature, slick shot is that powerful. It is worthy of being a one creature lockdown, I feel. Next turn we can double spell. We need opponent just to not draw that creature. One slow turn. Come on. VV. Oh man, I really want to kill VV. VV is a problem. Oh boy. What do we do with VV here? Balemurk? Can Balemurk find us anything to kill VV? We can play Ketramose, it doesn't do anything right now. I think we're gonna go for this. Complete whiff. Bricks. Land. Opponent gets one turn to go absolutely nuts here because we are totally tapped out. Swift Spear. The only thing we have going for us is we do kind of still have a lot of life here. For now. So we're going to need to draw our sweeper, basically. We don't draw it. Ketramose can come down. But it doesn't do anything. We can demo field to thin the deck. Does that help us at all? I mean, it slightly increases our chance of drawing a sweeper. Ketramose does absolutely nothing right now, but if they don't have... I think I'd rather just thin the deck, honestly. I don't think this is going to help us. Maybe I should have waited a turn and played the Balemurk for 5. Sleight of hands. Oh boy. I'm very nervous about this turn. Stock up. Wow. Don't love this. Stocks up. Opponent can now add 3 mana. Storm Chaser's Talent. Boy, boy, boy. Where's Lockdown when you really need it, huh? And they can attack. So they haven't even attacked us yet, so they get to attack for 8 here, and they probably have another spell. Good game. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, well, I'm glad that someone is still doing the Izzet thing, and they proved that it can still be done in an aggro shell. Good for them. Okay, in the last game, Izzet aggro took us out. They are doing it still, even without the steel cutter. Oh my word, look at this hand. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. 3 5-mana spells, 2 expensive planeswalkers. No thank you. Opponent is thinking about whether to mull. I'm just waiting for this button because I'm going to click it as soon as it appears. As soon as it appears. Mull. No way. Okay, this is better. Okay, I like bricks. I like Get Lost. I like Flanker. I like Deadly Cover-Up. Oh boy, putting aside Deadly Cover-Up sucks, but I don't think we have a choice. We have to sort of survive the early game here. Whatever we're up against. Okay, start with Surveil. Flanker. Do we need another Flanker? I think we can keep a Flanker. It helps us dig. We need to dig. Ah. This deck. I really hate this deck. Well, the exile kind of helps us. I guess the question is, do we go for bricks and play a little bit more slowly, or do we try keep the board clean? I think we're going to try keep the board clean. Use Flanker to dig for like sweepers and stuff like that. I think I'm a little bit too nervous about doing anything else right now. Lenoir Elves. And then maps up the elves. Okay, they were looking for red and they found it. Might. Temporary lockdown is pretty nice. Well, we play land here and maybe bait this elf attack. Unlikely, but we'll try. 2 cards in graveyard. I'd like to see more. Then maybe we can get this Ketramose going. Overlord of the Balemurk is good because it's like a little bit slow, I guess. Then gets another Keen-Eyed Curator. Well, the nice thing is we can lock it all down. So, and they play land. So we can either flanker and look for white, or we can just Demolition Field their land. They don't have red otherwise. That's actually pretty good. Should we try that? They might not play mountains. And then they don't have a red source. Yeah, let's do that. This is such an evil play. Gotta try it. I've got to do that evil play on them. Maybe they don't run basics. That'll be cool. They do run basics, but probably not mountains, which I think is quite good for us. Okay, opponent impends. We draw another white source. So do we just temporary lockdown here? Or do we try to get some advantage with flanker for 1 turn? I'd like to get like a scry with flanker. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit greedy and maybe I'll regret this. I think I'm going to go for the flanker play. See if I can just stall them and get a better shot at this temporary lockdown. Okay, opponent's timing out here. Maybe they don't like the fact that I stole their red mana. I'm sorry, opponent, but I cannot let you have it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the opportunity here to actually exile their graveyard, then get Ketramose down. Well, I'm gonna keep playing as if opponent is around, because I struggle with this deck tremendously against this deck, and I'm not taking a gamble here that they're gonna come back and beat us. Oh, we can't get Ketramose online? Well, we'll just play it out anyways, and next turn we can temporary lockdown and get it online that way. Well, I'll take the win because this matchup is always very tough for me, so I don't really care how I get it. So long as I get the win against Delirium, I'm happy. Okay, last game we got a win over what I think is Delirium. I think opponent got very upset that I took their mountain there, and I don't think they like that. Well, they read Menosaurus, if you know what I mean, with the field, Demolition Field. Okay, what do we do with this hand? We have interaction. Like, we could stabilize, but drawing two such big cards early on is really bad. But if we mull, we have no guarantee that it's better. Oh, and oh wait, we do have the ability to create white because this is a basic. Ooh, okay, I think I can keep this hand. But if I lose, I kind of can blame myself a little bit on the mull. See, opponent mulled. He knows what they're doing. We took a gamble here. Let's see if that gamble pays off. Okay, two flankers. Is this just straight up control? If it's straight up control, I don't like our chances that much. What do we do here? If it's straight up control, do we just go for Ketramose? Well, let's test them for the counter or something like that. Try to get those counters out their hand. Okay. Straight up control, I think, is a pretty tough matchup for us. We have to get these... Beza. We have to get these planeswalkers going. Okay, we draw land, which is nice. We can get down Ketramose here. Could be hard for them to deal with in the game. I think we have to try get down Ketramose. It is our value engine. Could get lost the Beza, but we don't get much out of it. I mean, they're tapped out here. I think we go for our most powerful card in the sort of long game. I think that I'm happy-ish with that. Obviously, if they have a way of dealing with this, we'll be pretty sad. And if I could have gotten a Planeswalker, I would have done that preferably. But I think this is okay. Opponent's thinking. Another demo field. We take 4 from the Beza. Another Ketramose. Don't really need another Ketramose here. We can try and get lost the Beza. I don't think we need to do that right now. I think I'd rather flanker and try and get some value. Okay, opponent does this. Discards 2. Discards 1. How much do you have to discard with this card? Discard a card. Okay. Let's see if opponent will counter this. They might. They might not like our sort of ability to scry and do good things. They counter it. Okay. Oh man, I would have liked to draw land there really badly. Well, this base is putting us under pressure. We can try and get lost it now. They could have a counter. We could try to do the same trick. Overlord with the Balemurk doesn't really help us in this spot. I think I'm going to try to do the same trick. Deja Vu. Let's see if they have a Deja Vu counter. Definitely a bit mana screwed. Not completely, but we're definitely restricted compared to them. Okay. They counter us. Stock up. So opponent's very confident now. That's why they stocked up. They're not scared of tapping out. We don't even find a... Damn, that really sucks. We don't find a land. Otherwise we could have done something a bit more impactful this game. Okay, well I think we have to get lost this Baser, first of all. Overlord? I guess we play Overlord here. I don't think Authority is that good. I'm sure we'll mill all our lands now. Not that many actually, but we'll take the flanker. Can actually get Ketramose online if we can get the flanker to resolve. That's pretty interesting. Overlord of the Mistmoors. Wow. Wow, do we have any answer for that? We can play Authority of Consoles. Okay, let's just think. We can play Ashiok. Ashiok creates 2 blockers, but they don't have flying. We can exile their graveyard to get the Ketramose online. And then play Authority, so that every time they attack we gain 2 life. It kind of keeps us in the game a little bit longer. Eternal Wanderer would be great, because then we could... Okay, I think we're trying to do this. Start with Flanker. Exile their graveyard, getting Ketramose online. Another Flanker. Get down Authority of Consoles. And now we have a blocker, which is indestructible. It's kind of okay. We can theoretically get Eternal Wanderer down. We might be able to win from this position. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. We're really struggling to hit our lands, huh? Seen 1 3 steps ahead and 2 no more lies. Good chance opponent has the counter here. Trying to resolve it's going to be very tough. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, they want to bounce our stuff. Are we dead here then? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're just dead, right? Oh man. Oh, we're dead. Oh, good game. That was actually pretty close. Well, I don't know what opponent had in the hand, but we might have been able to sneak a win. Ah, Ketramose. We had such high hopes for you. We thought you were busted. But maybe you are dusted. I guess this game will kind of prove it. We're currently 3-3, so it all depends on this game if we can at least get that 50% win rate. This is a good hand. Is it good? No, we don't have white. Damn, why are we struggling for mana? So I need to relook at the mana base of this deck. I'm really struggling today. We go first. We can have something to do, and if we draw one white, we can scry. Ooh, okay, this is very risky, but I'm going to try. Red. Okay, at least we can demo field to find other stuff. Oh, okay, it's that deck. I do not like this deck. Can we beat this deck? How much you have to... what does this do? It's a Discover deck, right? I think we want to prevent them from... Yeah, I think we want to prevent them from doing the stuff. And we need white. I swear, every time opponents do this thing, they always get a treasure. I think this game is rigged. It's a biased coin, I tell you. I've never seen them not get a treasure against me, at least. Another flanker. Man, this is not good. Well, I think we have to try and scry into something. I think we're pretty cooked here, though. I mean, do we just kill this now? Is this like their game plan? I don't think we have to do what we do. Okay, finally, opponent doesn't get the flip. Dragon Storm. Opponent hits Atali. Hits Quintorius. Discovers 4. Scroll shift. What do they shift? They shift... Hold on. Okay, so we have to kill the Tali, right? To prevent them from scroll shifting it. Okay, well at least we disrupted them a little bit. Something, right? This is gonna help it all. I think we're just flankering up here, whatever happens. Can they do it all again? Create a 3/2 token.
Never go it alone.
Map up the token. Sure. Man, they love drawing this thing. 1, 2. And we killed one. Another land for the opponent. Okay, flanker here. Try to scry up. Bricks and land. I don't think we need bricks. Is land good? Let's just get down Ashiok. Can Ashiok save us? We have to kill them quick, right? I think we keep land and try to get down Ashiok and apply pressure on them. How else do we win this game, you know? Ashiok. Create 2 1/1s.
Go and drink deep of sorrow.
Go after the Quintorius. Force them to block. So we sort of keep the board clean. Opponent flips a coin. They get a treasure. We're tapped out, so if they have a way to do the thing again, we are pretty screwed here, I think. We just have to blitz them. Okay. What do they hit? Oh, they hit another one of these breaches. Notorious. Man, this deck is tough, huh? Notorious. Discover 4. And now we have no way of preventing the scroll shift. Well, we do have split up for what it's worth. I don't know, does this deck just auto win from this position? I actually don't know. Like, do they, once they start, do they definitely win? Or is there a way that, like, they don't win? If I knew that they would definitely win from this position, I would kind of say there's no point continuing, but I'm not sure if they definitely win. They get our Ketramose. Oh boy. Well, I don't think we're gonna win though. Okay. Let's end our misery right here. Man, I don't know what the strategy is for the Discover deck because, you know, we have the tool to get rid of the graveyard with the flanker, but we have no tool to deal with this sort of continuous value, except for trying to disrupt it with like Get Lost. A very tough matchup. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside because I wanted to find out if this Ketramose build was busted or dusted. And I guess we are very sure now that it's certainly not busted. I mean, it didn't do very well. We went 3 and 4 with it, which is kind of disappointing. At the same time, I don't think that it's dusted. Like, the deck still feels pretty good to me, and maybe there's still a couple of tweaks we can do to make it better, but I don't think it's going to be like so powerful. I think we just have to sort of recalibrate our expectations based on today's gameplay. The Overlord of the Balemurk is a card that I still think is good. When it whiffed, it really hurt because you get no value out of it and you just get this impending creature that's coming back and it's too far ahead in the future. But when it kind of works and you find a Ketramose or an Ashiok or something like that, it does feel pretty good. And I do like the fact that it lets you cut down the number of Ketramoses because I don't think you need 4 of these, right? Like, it's a legendary creature that's very hard to interact with, so you don't need to draw multiples of them. So I like the idea of like sort of using Overlord to power up the graveyard and then maybe finding the stuff you need from it. So I'd like to maybe play around more with that. The mana base today was really weird. I don't know if I just got unlucky, but I got mana screwed a couple of times and I couldn't find the mana that I needed. So what I would probably do is I'd increase the number of Concealed Courtyards to 4 and I'd cut out 2 planes. I dropped this down to 2 because I wanted to make sure that I could hit my 5 or 6 mana planeswalkers on time. I didn't want to be delayed a turn by that, but based on today, I would just make this change just to fix it up a bit. Otherwise, you know, the deck feels a little bit slow in the early game. Sometimes we just don't have anything to do. So maybe like you cut out an Ashiok and put in more into action or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, also, man, that Discover deck's a real problem. If anyone knows how to actually fix or have some strategy against that deck with a shell like this, please let me know. Against like Omniscience and the Dinos, flank is so good because you just hold it up, you wait for them to do the thing, you bring it down, you exile their graveyard, and then from there they're at a huge disadvantage. But with that exile deck, we have no way to interact with the exile effect, and we're not an aggro deck, so we can't like blitz them, and we're not a control deck, so we can't counter their stuff. So I just really don't know how to deal with that problem. If anyone knows, because I think that deck is going to become more prominent. It's currently the highest win rate deck on Untapped with something like a 59% win rate. So it's going to become more popular and expect to see more of it on the arena, I think. So it's good to have a strategy to deal with it, but currently I just don't know what that strategy is, especially in a shell like this. But look, that's the gameplay for today, and I do hope that you enjoy this kind of busted or dusted series. And if you do, stay tuned and consider subscribing, because there's going to be more un-nostalgic Necro coming soon.